Hello, this is Eileen, the Environmental Educator. In this video, we're going to have a little bit of fun with our friend over there at Project Verification. That's actually what they are, as this man always tells you. We've told you what you all suspected. They tell us things we don't know. So I call them Project Verification. Now, right here, they always go out and they get retractos. Anytime somebody says anything about them that is false, well, then you will be hearing from Project Veritas lawyers. Yeah, yeah. Project, they love their lawyers, and we'll get to who doesn't hear from them in a minute. But let's just hear James out here. Maybe he has something important to say. It's God himself talking, so let's listen.
Welcome to the infamous wall of shame, where journalists' reputations go to die, where journalists have to print retractions and corrections and articles questioning our journalism ethics. Today's retracto goes to the Sublet Examiner. Sublet Examiner, you probably never heard of them before, neither have I, until they've just retracted something. Headline, pair of spies infiltrate Wyoming political spectrum. They called me a white supremacist group. They were forced to retract that. And before we cue the retracto theme song, we've been getting gifts in the mail. Someone made a big, beautiful retracto poster. Absolutely extraordinary. Absolutely amazing. This is a retracto-themed painting. May I say the person's name? Thank you very much, Taylor, for sending this to Project Veritas. We will put it on our big, beautiful wall. Cue the retracto theme song. So in this Sublet Examiner, July 6, 2021, headline, pair of spies infiltrate Wyoming political spectrum. And it says, quote, Seddon is also responsible for the spread of Project Veritas, a white supremacist group moving throughout the West. Well, that's quite a sentence there from the Sublet Examiner, calling us a white supremacist group. The spread of Project Veritas, like spreading margarine on toast. So our general counsel sent an email to Brady Oldsman and Mark Tesoro. We have been defamed in many different ways over the years. Being called white supremacists is a first. You did so in this article, which must be retracted immediately. It goes on. Without any factually proven basis, your statement is defamatory and must be retracted. Our resolve to secure your retraction will not waver, as evidenced not only by reputation and track record of unblemished success exposing fraud, corruption, and the like, but also by our undefeated record in court and over 345 retractions secured from others in the media who recklessly engaged in journalism like you. Their response from Brady Oldsman to John Sullivan. Hello, Mr. Sullivan. We apologize for the error and will issue a correction on that story today. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. He took it like a man. Brady Oldsman, editor, Pinedale Roundup and Sublet Examiner, apologized. And now the article reads as follows. Correction. They actually called it a correction as opposed to an update. Update. It's a correction. Okay. Mario, you got a correction. It's a plus. Oh, an update. It's a correction. They don't do that much. They acknowledged it. Rare. A previous version of this story listed Project Veritas as a white supremacist group. This has not been confirmed by groups that denote such listings. Who are these groups that denote listings? Southern Poverty Law Center?
Probably.
Okay, but they're in a whole trouble themselves. This has not been confirmed by groups that denote such things and is therefore untrue. Notice how therefore is misspelled. It's there space for. Maybe you should ask for another correction. In light of this, the examiner has retracted that and issued this correction. This one's pretty straightforward. Seems like you were quick to retract, quick to issue your mistake, but it does not excuse the behavior. It's still defamation. And all of this can have been avoided if you just stuck to the facts, if you just didn't mischaracterize us or me or my colleagues. And for that, we'll be sending you a retracto and a special gift in the mail. Stay tuned. See you.
Okay, so let me see. Now, they've gotten over 345 retractions because anybody, even as O'Keefe said here, an unknown group he's never even heard of before, said something about him that isn't true. Their lawyers go out like pit bulls and demand retractions. Okay. And, it could have all been avoided if you had only, done the right thing and didn't make fraudulent statements. And okay, well, that's interesting because I tonight sent John Sullivan, who is their lead counsel, who was the one who sent that an email tonight, PV Legal, Project Veritas Tips, Project Veritas Action, info at. And I said, excuse the delay in getting this to you, but it's summer. Recently, O'Keefe scolded another one of your retractions. PV has demanded and gotten over 345 retractions of people who said or printed incorrect things about Project Veritas. I've been publicly stating that Project Veritas fraudulently states endless things that aren't true, misrepresenting Project Veritas and O'Keefe. Important things like we expose everyone. When corruption shows its head, we expose it. We won't censor you. Project Veritas has no agenda. O'Keefe says that if you want a statement out of him, just call, and he would never say anything he wouldn't stand behind, etc., etc. Like there are a number of videos about this where I endlessly state Project Veritas fraudulently makes these statements. You have never once demanded I retract these statements. Hello, I'm right here. You have my contact information. I look forward to hearing from you. Yeah, they can't say that, oh well, she's really an unknown. O'Keefe is some of my best viewed videos. Now this, I don't know what happened with this Inslee one. It was like in the 50s, maybe 60, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if somebody from the Washington area shared it in a place where people might want to know the truth about Inslee, because all of a sudden I was like, oh, I don't know how that happened there, but right here, this is Project Veritas funds from won't answer questions, like the people they ambush. You know, Project Veritas. James O'Keefe is about to go to Project Veritas again exposes all fraudulent environmental voices, including Washington, Inslee, and protect our winners. Again, do it, Project Veritas. Let me see. He fell off. There was more videos of his were up there, but there's a bunch out there that where I state they are fraudulent in making these statements, and that is something that Project Veritas has never demanded that I retract. Right? I mean, I put this out here. How many times did they go after Charlie Chester? And is he still employed? He talked to a hidden camera. Their employee leaves this like horrendous message here for me, right here, phone messages. Insulting, degrading, unprofessional. This right here is the uncensored version, the unbleeped version. You know, but Project Veritas has never, ever, ever demanded that I retract. And they can't say it's because I'm not an unknown. Right here in this video, they went after. Someone said, O'Keefe said that, who are these people? We don't even know. It doesn't matter. If you said something about Project Veritas that they don't like or they don't think is true, they will come after you. But where is Project Veritas coming after me? Absolutely nowhere for a very long time. Yeah, am I going to hear from Project Veritas? I don't think so. So right now, yeah, I don't know. I think they missed me.
Thank you for calling Project Veritas.
Let's give them a call.
Investigating and exposing corruption, fraud, and waste in order to achieve a more ethical and transparent society. For tips, press 1. For the office of the president, press 2.
Okay, let's just go to the president tonight. Keep it short, not waste your time.
The party you are trying to reach is not available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone. Press the pound key to end recording.
Hey, Project Veritas president, this is Eileen Connors, the Environmental Educator. Making another video. I just emailed your legal team tonight. On the 23rd of July, O'Keefe went out and did Retracto 369, and he's a white supremacist, and your lawyers have demanded and gotten over 345 retractions for people making false statements about them and defaming them. You can't go out and say things about people that aren't true. And, O'Keefe said that the person they went after is somebody that nobody even knows, so what's the big deal? This person doesn't even have any reach. Like, what's the big deal? Oh, they said something about Project Veritas that isn't true. Right. So that's the big deal. Nip it in the bud, right? So, it's not like you don't know who I am, but again, tonight I emailed your chief counsel, John Sullivan, who sent out that demand. And I reminded him, I'm here, you have my contact information. Hello, I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And because, of all the fraudulent statements O'Keefe makes, we've been through this many, many times. Okay, so I'm needing, I guess, a statement from your lawyer. A demand, not a statement. A demand. I need to be a retraction. Get O'Keefe to make me a retraction. Yeah. Yes, I look forward to your call. Yes, well, your email. Yeah, your email. Don't call me. God, you have left me horrible, horrible messages. Is that person still employed? That person who left that beyond unprofessional? Who is she? Now, we all know who Charlie Chester is because he talked to a hidden camera. And he did nothing really to be fired, but you chase him down in the streets and chase down his coworkers. Is he still employed? O'Keefe tried to get some other campaign worker. Are you going to hand in your resignation now? What about this worker here? She just proudly went and left a message that there's no job that I know of that you could still be employed after leaving that message. And yet I still cannot be told who she is or if she's still employed. Yeah, I'm going to need to know that too. So I just wanted to make sure the president was aware of what I put on legal's desk. So chop chop, let's get on it. So have a nice day. Enjoy the rest of your summer. And then I will be finalizing my lawsuit to get O'Keefe to make retractions of every fraudulent statement he's made and to go out and apologize to people that he's put on camera and insulted when his behavior is the exact same. Okay, enjoy the rest of your summer. Okay, so that went to Project Veritas president, and that's where things are with Project Veritas now. Can you imagine? Imagine if these people exposed Gore and Greta in Redford, in McKibben, in the Royals, in everybody, Hansen, the NRDC, the United Nations. You wouldn't have to be listening to these people anymore. We'd actually have real solutions going on. We'd be, we'd be on real solutions, sensible solutions, not tyrannical, that Project Veritas says we have to save you from. Yet, not environmentally. So stay tuned, people. Just a little more fun with our friends over there at Project Verification tonight. Stay tuned.